Hey, Ross, well, my money makes money. Brushing haters off. Anyway, I don't have any yet. So tell your friends. Sign up and subscribe. Link below. Anyway, annuities. Annuities. You're trying to put together this soup. Is that a good analogy? A soup? Because all these things are in it. Or this goulash. Or I don't have a good analogy for it. But you're trying to diversify your financials with investments, savings, etc. to set yourself up for what? Retirement. Well, what if you're close to retirement or you're in your retirement? Say if you're 40 and you say, hey, I've done 20 years of this job and I'm getting a paycheck, or I'm 45 or I'm 50 and I get a paycheck. How do you solidify funds to continuously to come into you? An annuity. An annuity. Now, if you never heard of it, I'm going to first give you the layman's terms, then I'm going to get just a little bit technical with it. So here's the layman's terms. You give a company, a financial institution rather, money, a lump sum, blackout. You give it to them. You say, hey, flip that, roll that, invest that. And then you set a course, whether it be 10, 20, 30 years, because they're going to invest your money to pay you back monthly a certain amount. You got fixed and you have variable. So basically, a lump sum of money, here's 30 G's, dog. Well, how much you want the month, sir? Let's work on the percentages. You know, we're going to take a little bit off the top. Got you. You doing me a favor. But annuities are not a bad thing. You just have to pick the right company. Unfortunately, in this sector, I may come out with another video because I need to do some extensive research about annuity companies, because two types of companies or organizations sell annuities: life insurance companies and also investment companies. Okay, so that's the layman's terms. That's the layman's terms. So let's get just a little bit technical with it. So basically, an annuity is a contract with a financial institution. It's designed to grow your money and pay out payments, whether they be fixed or variable, at a later time of the annuity. Now, this is a very, very reliable means of cash flow during your retirement. This is also a way to alleviate risk in your retirement and longevity. And as well, this is kind of a way to, once again, hedge your financial stability during retirement. And what does hedge mean? In the investment world, when people hedge stocks, when they do dollar cost averaging, when they do option trading, this is a way that you hedge. So in this case, an annuity is a way that you basically hedge equal payments being paid out to you every month, or unless you do a variable, which that can fluctuate. It can be good and it can be bad. Now, granted, if you just want a lawsuit, or you got some insurance payback, or you received a large chunk of money from someone's death, unfortunately, or the lottery, an annuity can be a great thing because it takes that large lump of cash and invest it for you, and then you pay you out equally for a given time that you sit down with the annuity company and work out that contract. So understand that it's kind of like you got your retirement check coming in, you got your annuity check coming in, you got dividends coming in. You want to have passive, residual, and active income coming in. That's three sources of income coming in that you set up yourself for success right now. Because you're saying, okay, well, I want to wait till close to my retirement. I'm 20, I'm 30, I'm 40. I'm not going to retire till I'm 50. Then guess what, Brainiac? Save up the money. You know me. Make an annuity fund. Go in there with 20 or 30,000, but start saving right now. You got 10, 20 years, and some of you got 30 years. Save up for your annuity fund so you find an organization when you're 50, and then you give them a lump sum, and then they pay you for years to come. And this is another thing. Annuity companies, they try to find people who are about to die. They're like, well, how's your health? Right? Because most people outlive their annuity. And what that does that mean? I mean, if you make a contract and they're like, okay, chances are, he in the first stages of cancer, he ain't going to be able to live out his annuity, so we're going to make a big chunk of money. Or rather, this guy's in great health unless a meteorite come from outer space and hit him. He going to outlive his annuity. And they going to keep paying you. They got to pay you for that 20-year, 30-year stint, which you only invested $30,000. And some people who have annuity, guess what they do? They track how much that they put in at the time and keep a track record of all the monies they're getting paid back. They said, man, I'm already $10,000 over the amount that I put in. That's a great return. And don't forget that these annuities, they come in two forms. They come in fixed and they come in variable. Fixed is a sure way, is a guaranteed way that you're going to receive the same amount of money each and every month. Now, the variable rate, you can do really good 1 month or 2 months and then do poorly the next month or 2 months. So I know me, I like fixed rates. Fixed rates. I know some people when they buy houses, it's kind of off the topic, but you probably get what I'm getting at. If they know they're going to sell the home in 2 to 3 years, they may take a variable rate because initially that variable rate is fixed for the first 2 or 3 years at a very, very low price. And then they say, oh, sir, this can balloon up to 12%. But hey, if it's 3, I'm only going to stay in at 2. The last year I'm going to try to sell it. I'm going to save money with that variable rate. Is it risky? Somewhat, especially if you change your mind, you might have to refinance and get a fixed rate depending on if your situations change. You have to make a plan, and as General Patton said, you make a plan, then 5 minutes to the plan is the shit, and then you got to just wing it from there. So that's quite true. That's not the exact quote, but I finagle it, I twist it in a way that we and you can understand. So to basically sum it up, and don't get me wrong here, guys. I didn't give you all the vivid details, but I want to give you the general concept where you can really start your annuity program right now. Understand, lastly, that an annuity is illiquid. And illiquid basically means, if I can get this terminology out correctly, it's things that can't be sold easily. So what that means, if you try to cash in your annuity, it's going to be quite difficult if the only reason you have is because you just want the money. Mostly they may sell you an equity back or give you the money back if the stock market is doing so horribly constantly and you're trying to recoup some of the money before it's all gone. That's usually because illiquid is basically, it's harder and more difficult to exchange back into liquid cash in the lump sum that you put it into, because this was an investment. Because when these companies, life insurance companies and investment companies, they have to have certain licenses. They may have to have a security license, like, the SEC, Security Exchange Commission. They might have a license that has to deal with them. Also, they might have the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission license, maybe. And also, if they're a life insurance company, they need a life insurance license. So be cognizant and aware of all of that. And if you do it before I can get the information out, do your research on annuity companies, okay, life insurance companies that offer annuities, and look at the fees, people. Look at the fees. So you're not only trying to set yourself up for success. I always tell you, think about the taxes. Think about those hidden fees, because I do not recommend mutual funds for the 100th time. Okay, new number, 100th time. I do not recommend it. People and banks are telling people that mutual funds are a great deal, but they do not tell them about the hidden fees, the commission fees, the broker fees, and all the little fees that they word very differently, very strategically, very intelligently to solely seep most of your funds away. Yes, are you going to make some money? Yes, but not as much if you were to invest in an index and an ETF, because they're low expense ratios. They are passively managed, meaning that people are not going around playing in the cookie jar. So annuities, think about it, plan it, and start your annuity fund today. This is Ross World. We got to keep making this money. Either we old or we young. An annuity is a good way to have steady, guaranteed, right? Guarantee is a harsh word, but steady income into our retirement. I'm out.